Hello, I'm Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is today's tarot for all signs for Saturday the 20th of April 2024. I hope you're doing well. I have a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. I give one question readings in there. Now you can book in for one of those one question readings at any time on my website BeHealing.com. Find a link for that in the description box below and also up there too. You can book in at any time because I do all the pre-book readings right at the start of the next live show, and then I'll send you the link to the replay, so you don't need to be able to come live in order to get one of those. You can come live though. You can join me live and you can book while I'm live and I'll do it right away for you. I also offer private readings from my website BeHealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below and also up there too. And I get those out within 48 hours if you're ordering them. Two ways in which to win one of those private readings with me every single month. First way is by being a subscriber to my channel, clicking like on this video and then leaving a comment. That'll get you one entry in. Do that as many times as you like on all my different videos, including my shorts throughout the month, and that'll get you many entries in. The second way is by checking out my pick a card reads, and if you purchase the deeper dives to those extended readings, that'll get you an entry into the second draw too. So good luck with winning those. Now what's in the energies for everybody today? Oh, we've got Call Forth the Waves. This is the card that comes out when we want to shake up. We want something to happen, and we don't even mind if it's a bit of drama, but it's like, life has been a bit stagnant. I want something to happen. Things need to get moving. It's when we are less sensitive anymore. You know when we're going through something healing, we get sensitive and we don't really want stuff to happen, and we're loving and nurturing ourselves and all of that. And we'll stay in that for a while until we get a bit bored with that. It's like, okay, I'm feeling good enough now for something to happen. Vulnerability. Right, so you could have been in a vulnerable position before and then pulled back and now be coming out of that. Or for some of you, it's the opposite way around. You need to pull back now and take care of yourself and lay low in the face of things that are making you feel vulnerable. Self-care, guidance, and breathe. Probably could be that. So guidance to self-care and breathe through things as well. So turning away from the things that make you feel vulnerable. I mean, there's some vulnerability that needs to be faced, right? Because it's not true, but there's some situations, people, things that make us feel vulnerable that we need to acknowledge that and go, this is not for me. I can choose what's best for me in life. So I've got the Fool, starting something new, taking a risk to start something. The Fool enters the unknown, to dive off that cliff. I know often we do tarot because we want to know what's going to happen. We want those guarantees, right? Because we've been harmed in life and hurt, and we want the guarantees that it's going to be positive if we make these decisions, but we can't really get that. We can get soothed enough so that we do it, but everything in life is going to be a mixture of challenge and gift. So we do need to take risks sometimes and just go, oh, well, this is what life's about. I'm ready. I've patched myself back together and I'm ready for more. The Six of Cups is reminiscing on the past, something from the past coming up. Tell us more. Now, for some of you, a situation in the past that made you feel vulnerable, you have loved yourself enough now, taken care of yourself enough now that you're ready to face it, and you're a different person facing it this time. Eight of Pentacles is about getting paid what you're worth or getting back what it is that you deserve. Great time to ask for a promotion or that raise or raise your prices or something like that. And the Seven of Wands is about protecting yourself. Interesting set of cards. Let's get deeper into it. So the Fool. Why do we have the Fool here? What is this? Diving into something new, taking a risk, no guarantees. Heartbreak could happen. Tell us more about that, please. Oh, the heartbreak. Yeah, the heartbreak is the vulnerability. So this reading is about us coming. It's like we have been vulnerable, we have been holding back, but now perhaps you're ready to start something new. Perhaps it won't break your heart this time. You're a different person than you were last time. Queen of Materials. It could be about your success, this. And so you started something previously pertaining to abundance or success, and it didn't work out for you, and it broke your heart. Perhaps you learned, probably, hopefully, learned and grew from that. And now you're a different person. And so it's time to try again. So if you have been thinking of applying for that job, promotion, or, starting a new project, something to do with your success, you're not the same person as you were before. So you're going to get different results this time. Things have changed is behind that. There's changes behind that. So you've changed. in a good way. Now, for some of you, this breathe guidance and self-care and vulnerability, it's about looking back, Six of Cups. Look back in the past and see how far you've come. See how you've grown from those disappointments and that vulnerability that you've experienced in the past. You know, it's like in relationships, we date a narcissist and then we learn from that, right? It takes us a while to do that, but we learn from that. And then we could be scared to get back into a relationship because like, oh, what if they're a narcissist? But that's not going to happen again, because once you've had that narcissist lesson, hopefully, and you've learned from it, you're going to spot it. You're going to spot it this time, and so you won't get into it again. So Six of Cups, Page of Emotions. So it's saying look back in the past at when you were naive. Page of Cups is the naivety card. It's when you were going into things really hopeful, thinking, oh, they're perfect, or this, you know, I'll definitely get this because I'm manifesting it, and then you didn't, you know. There's a naivety, so you need to look back in the past and see when you tried before, when you were heartbroken before, things that made you feel vulnerable before, there was a naivety about you, and you don't have that naivety anymore, so you will get different results this time. What's behind that is truth. Yeah, because, you know, we've got to get smart and we've got to protect ourselves. Got the card of protection here, so we'll get into that shortly. Eight of Pentacles, it's time you're paid what you're worth, or it's time you got back what it is that you put out. Three of Emotions from other people. Now, you can't necessarily get what it is that you want from other people. There's some not very nice people out there. There's some people that just don't care about other people. They don't have empathy. There's a lot of people like that out there, in fact. More than there should be, I think. And you can't get back from those, right? Don't try and get anything from those ones. Choose your tribe, choose your people. From the people that have got empathy, the good people, the people with love in their hearts, go to those people. So it might be saying that Eight of Pentacles, if you're trying to get what it is that you're worth, whether that's pay or whether it's respect, or it doesn't have to be in the workplace. This could be in friendships and stuff. You could be a great friend and they're not being great friends for you. And so ditch them. Find the people that are good for you and forgive them and let it go, right? They are who they are. They don't have to be. It's not like everyone should be, have empathy, although that would be nice. But, you know, people are at where they're at and people are having the lessons at whatever stage they're at. It doesn't mean that we need to be around them, right? If you think, oh, I want to go back to school, you don't go back to kindergarten. And you know, like you'd go to uni or something, right? You'd go for the right stage that you're at. If you went to kindergarten and then started complaining about all these little kids that were stupid and didn't know a thing, that's a very stupid thing to do, isn't it? You need to go where you're at. And so it's the same thing here. Even if it's like people aren't a good friend to you, forgive them. That's where they're at. You went to kindergarten and you're complaining that they weren't grown up, you know? So let people be at where they're at and then choose wisely for yourself. Don't choose those people. And like I said, there are a lot of people like that. The majority of people in the world, you're not going to get on with. They're not like you and me. They're just not. So, and that's okay. So protect yourself. Seven of Wands. Protect yourself. Tell us why the Seven of Wands is here, please. And be happy. Protect your happiness. Protect your happiness. Choose what's going to make you happy. You're not here to fix You're not here to fix the world. You're not here to fix those people that are nothing like you. You're really not. Feminine energy is behind that. Let yourself receive. So make the decision. Protect yourself. Protect your happiness. Make decisions that will make you happy. Allow yourself to be selfish in that way. You know, I'm not talking to everyone on this channel. I'm talking to those of us that have got really good hearts and we try and do the best thing. The trouble is we try and do the best thing by everybody and it really works against us, and it's a naive place to be. We need to be empowered. We need to have boundaries. We need to take care of ourselves. We need to put ourselves first, and then when we get ourselves around the right people, then we can love and give. And I'm not saying we can't help other people, like in work and stuff like that. We can help people, but not in friendships, and definitely not in romantic relationships. Let's find out what's going on in our romantic lives today. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. What else have we got in our romantic lives today? What else in romance? Be humble. And that doesn't mean lower your standards, by the way. I know I used to do that before. I used to, like, pull cards out like that, be humble, and then it used to make me feel inner shame. And I go, oh my God, I need to bring myself down a peg or two. So completely the wrong thing for me to do to myself. But that's where I was at, you know, not feeling good about myself. What else? Chemistry and regret. Perhaps you've got regrets in the past from acting on chemistry instead of taking it slowly, checking out if there's something deeper there, checking out if they're a good person, right? Checking out if they're a good person. You've got empathy. Don't want another narcissist, sociopath, right? Bad attitude and lack of self-worth. That's what I was saying before, this lack of self-worth, especially when the Be Humble card comes out or things like that. Notice when there's guidance that makes you feel shame. You're turning it on yourself and you shouldn't do that, right? So the bad attitude could be about yourself. You might need to think and feel better about yourself, like the opposite of being humble in a way. Especially if you had a reaction to that humility card. Okay, what else have we got in the energies? Because you know what? Bad people, they don't ask themselves, are they bad? Good people, when things come out like that, we question ourselves like, oh, am I doing that? Am I not humble? But people don't do that. They don't question themselves. The very fact of questioning yourself means that you're not that. It really does. I mean, I'm not saying that we're never something that we're questioning. Some things can come into our awareness and we can go, oh my God, I was doing that. But generally, when we get that shame reaction and then we question ourselves, that means that we're not. We're not that. We've got a nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. And that can be chosen family, right? When you find those people that are good for you, those people that are like you. Caterpillar, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Tankard, celebration, fun, enjoyment, protecting your happiness. Axe, forces working against you. Those forces could be inside of yourself, you know. Lack of self-esteem, that works against us. Carrot, opportunity or windfall, and hills, obstacles to overcome. I think it's connected with the carrot there. Something to do with an opportunity or windfall. This full energy starting something new, but there could be obstacles. It doesn't mean that it's like this time you're going to get instant manifestation. But there is definitely a message in this reading. It's like, try again, try again. So think of a yes or no answer question, because I've got a red and green crystal in this bag. I'm going to pull one of them out very shortly for our answer. But this is just a bit of fun because it's a general reading, not a personal reading. As much as sometimes these readings feel like they're personal ones, they're not. But if you want me to pull crystals out of my bag and cards out of my decks for specific questions that you've got, you can do one of two things. Either book yourself in for a one-question reading on my website, behealing.com. Find a link for that in the description box below and also up there too. Or if you want more, if you want something private, if you've got a lot of questions to ask, or you just want a great detail, you can get yourself a full reading with me. Started offering trauma release readings as well. Check that out on my website, behealing.com. But if you want a guidance reading, private guidance reading, book yourself in. There's a link in the description box below and also up there too. I do get everything out within 48 hours, as long as I'm well. At time of recording this, I had minor surgery on my shin yesterday, so I'm on painkillers at the moment. I couldn't do my private readings yesterday. I just couldn't even focus enough to watch a video and stay with it, with the endorphins running in my body. Never mind anything else, but by the time you're watching this, it'll have healed up. No worries. How best to deal with these energies today? I wanted to say injuries. How best to deal with these injuries today? Wheel of Fortune. Your heart. What's in your heart makes the cogs of the universe move. So the universe is on your side. It is trying to help you to realize, to make real those things that are within your heart. You don't need to talk to the universe because the universe knows what's in your heart. It knows what's really important to you. Often when you don't even know it too. So it's going to do the best thing by you. Sometimes the best thing by you is by giving you the lessons to empower yourself, to protect yourself and things like that, but which can be hard. However, what is in your heart is making the cogs of the universe move. In other words, movement is happening and you are being moved toward what it is that you want. So think of yes or no answer question now. Pause the video if you're not ready for your answer. Your answer is no, it's the ruby. Don't do it. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button. If you're new, leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into a prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. I do one of these today's tarot every single day of the year, and I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show too. Come along sometime. We'd love to see you in there. And I make 3 love pick a card reads a week as well. You can find one of those right there, right now. Watch that next if you want. Well, have the best day ever, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.